Listen, when you disagree with government, don't destroy your properties.
There is a call for a national protest.
How are you doing, my family? Welcome again to Direct TV, bringing to you the truth. Welcome, my family, to this special and wonderful episode of my video today. And right in today's video, guys, something I've been popping up in Nigeria. As you can see, the youth have been planning to go on a protest. So and this particular video you're about to watch, right? I can still tell you, Pastor Chris was talking to Nigerians as at then, all right, concerning their protest. And I had to bring this video. So for those that are going out to protest, nothing wrong with protesting, nothing wrong with disagreeing with your government, but the fact that many people are going to use that opportunity to destroy properties is one of the reasons why I'm bringing this video. And immediately after that, I'll be right back with the man of God, Prophet Joshua Gilla, who's going to speak to you. Then I'll be right back. But for those of you coming new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, subscribe, and then like today's video, guys. Watch this. I'll be right back.
That's what they want to use you for, to destroy your own country. Then they laugh at you. Listen, when you disagree with government, don't destroy your properties. You're free to disagree with your government. You can disagree. You can have a protest. But never accept. Don't allow anyone inspire you to destroy the buildings and destroy the offices and destroy cars in the streets and don't destroy anything. Because even if those things don't belong to you personally, they still belong to you because that is your country. Don't destroy your country. Don't let anyone inspire you to do such evil things. Think about it. After destroying the shops, after destroying the buses, you still need to use them. Then the government will tax you to build new ones or to get new ones. They tax you because even if you're too young to pay the tax, or you don't have a job, they will tax your uncle, or your friend, or your dad. Somebody close to you is going to be paying for the destruction that you effected. Listen, by destroying things in your country, you never win. You never prove a point. In fact, you show yourself to have been foolish, to have been deceived and misled. So take what I've told you. Take it seriously. If they tell you, let's go and destroy, they say no. Don't destroy. Don't destroy. Oh, those people stole money to build this and stole money to build that. But it's your money. So now that they have built it, you wait. Use legal means. Through legal means, maybe they will assign them to you. Someday, if it is true that they were built by stolen money, maybe someday. But if you destroy them, you have no claims, you have nothing. You have lost. So whichever way, you lose by destroying things in your country. Don't let protests degenerate to that level. Distinguish yourself as a young man, as a young woman. Distinguish yourself. Think differently. When I was younger and a student in school, we did participate in protests because we had issues. There were things we didn't agree with, but there was no way under the sun that anyone was going to convince me for us to destroy the school property or destroy anything belonging to the government. No, because our understanding was the school was ours, the government was ours. When the issues are resolved, we will still need those things. Why destroy them? Makes no sense. And those of you on campuses, give this information to others. Share it with others. Let them understand. There's a better way. Don't let those who have the wrong ideas misuse you. And this is all the Bible is telling you too. Look at, so we go back to read. So see to it that no one carries you off as spoil or makes you yourselves captive by his so-called philosophy and intellectualism and vain deceit, idle fancies and plain nonsense. Think about that. That's in the Bible. Following human tradition, men's ideas of the material rather than the spiritual world. Just crude notions, following the rudimentary and elemental teachings of the universe and disregarding the teachings of Christ the Messiah. Interesting.
All right, my family, there you have it with the man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris. Now, guys, I still have Prophet Joshua Gilla. He's going to be speaking extensively on the protest. Now, there's something you need to know about protest. Protest comes from the will of people. You see, that means people desire a certain thing. All right, but this one is actually planned, and I would love you to listen to Prophet Joshua Gilla to better understand what I mean. All right, and then you tell me what you think about the video. Before we dive into that, for those of you coming new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, subscribe, like today's video, guys. Watch this, I'll be right back.
I want to speak on the prime moment in our country. We see there is a call for a national protest from youth concerns Nigeria, of course, which is our constitutional right of those who want to protest, a civic right. The Constitution permits you to protest in accordance to the Constitution, not violating it. Let me say something. Some people might say there's politics, there's undertone to that. I don't want to agree with that. We are in a trying moment in the history of our country. The price of things have gone up, and transport fare, things have suddenly tripled, and it's telling on the masses. Slow it down, please. It's only someone who does not know what is going on that will say people are not feeling it. People are feeling it. To me, I see protest as a cry of a baby to a father, if done honorably and not dishonorably. One of the things I like about our current president is that he has a listening ear. Believe me or you don't believe me. He does. I feel if we'll look at the decision of the removal of subsidy, which is good, which is nice. But you see, the poor man on the streets who want to eat 3 square meal, 2 square meal, if at all people can eat 1 square meal, doesn't understand that if that does not translate to food on the table. Once there's hike in fuel, every other thing goes up. I stand to be corrected if the price of commodities and things is going high and the federal allocation to governors is increasing. I think we should hold every governor in every state responsible. If the federal government does what they need to do, send money, it's not coming to the normal man. You know, when I hear people say pastors should mind what they say, they should speak about church and spiritual things, they should not get themselves involved in politics.
des choses spirituelles, non s'engager dans la politique.
I think it's crazy to think that
Je pense que c'est fou de
religious
penser à
leaders
cela.
should not lend their
Les
voice.
leaders
We are only known when you are
doivent
calling for
leur
peace.
voix.
No.
Ils sont seulement connus quand,
As a spiritual leader, I'm lending my voice
en tant que leader
that the
spirituel,
government of the day should do something.
que le gouvernement du jour fasse quelque chose.
If the money for subsidy is bringing more allocations to the governors, and we are not seeing the effect. I'm not talking about the government at the center. I'm talking about even the government at the state
On ne
level.
voit pas cela.
What are you doing with the money,
Qu'est-ce que vous faites avec
sirs?
cet argent?
Then let the poor man not suffer for it.
Que l'homme pauvre ne souffre pas à cause de cela.
I bet you if the price of our fuel, diesel, and the rest come down,
L'essence et
so
le
many
reste
things will
descend.
crash down.
Il y a plusieurs choses qui vont être,
So me,
qui vont se calmer.
it's my own polite way of
C'est ma
saying
manière
this.
poli de le dire ceci.
If subsidizing our fuel will make the poor man at the street eat square meal, now people are turning watermelon to tomatoes. People are turning carrots to tomatoes. People are turning cucumber to tomatoes. It's becoming, nobody should say that they are not feeling it, except you are deceiving yourself. I might be able to eat well, feed well, take care of my family. What about the poor man on the street? Sometimes I wake up and I see my phone full of text, tears. Some people will do video and show their children they have not eaten. The best thing to do for the masses of this country,
La meilleure des choses pour faire pour cette
bring down
pour ce
the
pays,
price of fuel,
réduire
price
les
of
tarifs
commodity will come down, and
de
then
l'essence et des
it benefits
autres,
the poor.
et du panier de la
This
ménagère.
27-32 billion to this governor, to that does not reflect on the masses. How many trailer of rice will you give to a state that will change? We don't need palliative. We need a decision that will keep the masses in perpetual peace. At least let them be able to feed their
On a besoin d'une
family.
décision qui va faire en sorte que tout le monde puisse nourrir sa famille.
Nigerians are not beggars. We don't need rice for a day.
On n'a pas besoin
And after that, we
du
go
riz
back
pour un
again,
jour.
struggling.
Après cela, nous
We
allons
don't
encore
need
nous
that
battre.
palliative. A
On n'a pas besoin de cela.
sustenance and a policy that bring people
politique
that they'll be able to eat, wake up,
qui
fend
va
for
faire en sorte que
themselves.
ça soit facile pour
I
les
can
gens
tell you,
de
Nigerians
manger.
are one of the kind of people that can endure, cooperate with their government. I
Je vous
can
dis que
tell
les
you
Nigériens
that.
peuvent coopérer avec
If
leur
not
gouvernement, je
taken
vous
for
le dis.
granted.
Si on ne les prend pas à la
So
légère.
I'm learning my voice.
Donc,
I
j'associe
started
ma voix.
talking about this before
Commence à
this
parler de
started.
cela avant que ça
That
ne
I
se
see
dise,
something coming.
que je vois quelque chose de venir.
And let me now talk.
Laissez-moi
There's
parler
no
maintenant.
country I can call my own.
Il n'y a pas de pays que
I
je
am
peux appeler
proud to
mon
be a
pays.
Nigerian.
Je suis fier d'être
And this is
Nigérien.
my country.
C'est mon pays ici.
Nigeria is my country.
Le Nigeria, c'est
There's
mon
no
pays.
other country I can call my
Il
country.
n'y a pas d'autre pays
This
que
is
je
my
peux dire que c'est
country.
le mien, c'est le mien.
My father fought Biafra war, went for
Mon père a
peacekeeping,
combattu les
and
Biafra
told me
pour
what
la
it
paix.
means to see war.
Il m'a dit
Now I
ce
want
que
to
c'est
talk
que
for
la
those,
guerre.
to those who want to protest.
Pour ceux qui veulent gréver,
Please,
s'il vous plaît.
let's deal with issues. Don't be an instrument in the hand
Ne sois
of
pas
some
un
aggrieved
instrument
politician who don't
d'un
see any good
politicien
by seeing that every time it's our turn to eat, it's our turn to loot.
qui est toujours en train de dire que c'est
I
notre
want to beg
tour
you,
de manger, de
deal
faire
with
ceci, cela.
issues.
S'il vous
Talk
plaît, il
about
faut que vous
issues.
avez les affaires
Don't let
sérieuses.
them use you to create anarchy in this country.
Ne laisse pas qu'ils t'utilisent pour créer
We
de
don't
l'anarchie
pray
dans ce
for
pays.
war. We
On ne
don't
peut
pray
pas
for
pour la guerre.
anarchy.
On ne veut pas l'anarchie.
Please,
S'il vous plaît.
burning down government establishment that we have used our hard-earned tax money to pay. It's not the way. Destroying facilities of government and we will still come back to build. That's not how to show our grievance.
Ce n'est pas comme
Let's
ça qu'il faut
deal with
montrer
the
notre
issue.
désaccord
Talk about
en
the
détruisant
issues.
ce qu'on a construit.
And there is a
Parlons des
way
affaires sérieuses.
to protest
Il y a une manière
and
de
you do it
traiter
honorably.
de manière
Honorably.
De manière honorable.
So this, I know we have civilized, educated youth
Je sais qu'il y
in
a
this
des jeunes
country who are
civilisés
concerned. But please don't be borrowed.
qui sont concernés, s'il vous plaît.
We don't pray for military this. We don't pray for that.
On ne prie pas pour
Please.
la guerre, on ne prie pas pour cela.
Go
Non.
about anything you want to do. I beg you.
Tout ce que vous voulez
Don't
faire,
pray
s'il vous
to
plaît,
see
je vous
war.
prie.
Don't pray to see. anarchy in the
pas
country.
avoir
Don't pray.
l'anarchie
Don't
dans
let
la terre.
anybody use you. Deal with
Que
the
personne ne vous
issues.
utilise pour cela.
You don't need to
Avec
take
les effets
advantage of
secondaires.
this
Ne pas
to
profiter de
put
cela
our innocent police, soldiers,
mettre les
Air Force,
innocents,
and all our security
la police,
operatives in danger. They are also
en danger.
husbands and wives
Ce sont
to many
également des
people. They are
maris et
putting
des
their life
femmes
on the line to
à
obey
plusieurs
and to
personnes.
make sure there is law and order. You should not know in the name of you want to protest, you now provoke the military people, stone them, loot bonfire, and enter people's house, loot. That's no longer protest, that's criminality. Please, we should not pray to see war. Are we doing this because I've just mentioned issues that we have in this country? Are we doing this because we are feeling the pain, or we are trying to photocopy Kenya? What is the issue? Are we doing it because somebody is sponsoring us? Let's deal with the issues. If our spirits are pure and our demands are honorable, stick on the issues. I'm sure the government of the day will reasonably respond swiftly, and we will get what we need to obtain. I've heard some preachers say, why say a government is the will of God? If a government is the will of God, they will not come in through the back door. You know, there are some immature, childish statement that is made by some preachers that does not make sense. You might not like the government of the day. It doesn't change it that the person has been there. Whether you call it whatever you want to call it. That person is there. The constitution have recognized that person and is the president and whatever. Let's treat what we have with respect. Simple. Simple. We want to protest. Let's protest honorably. And I want to beg our military. It is of no use to kill human being because we want to make a statement with the power of the gun. Let's be professional about how we handle lives and people. Because one simple provocation, it will turn a just defense into something else. Let's be professional. No life is worth taking in the midst of this protest.
Alright, my family, there you have it with the man of God by person of Prophet Joshua Gilla. So just like the several things you've heard, you see, these men of God understand what they mean when they talk about protest. So they are trying to advise, every Nigerian out there intending to go out on a protest. So they won't go out and begin to destroy properties or begin to cause chaos in the midst of the protest. Like what Pastor Chris said, you see, Pastor Chris said he also engaged in protests when he was in school, all right, but they didn't cause any violence. See, they protest honorably so that the government can actually change, you see. So it is not an avenue for someone to begin to steal people things, destroy, shops, destroy people's properties, or begin to want to fight the military people or the police, you see. So it is very important that this kind of information is being passed so that a lot of Nigerians can actually know how they will behave when they go out for the protest, all right, so that no matter what happens, one can tell this one, do not destroy properties or do not destroy things. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I believe that you've learned something in today's video, guys. But for those of you coming new to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, subscribe, like today's video, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.